That's a big knife, chef.
Exactly. We have our boards. Big boards also.
Hi guys, and welcome back to How To Foodie Nation, the show that teaches you all the ins, outs, and how-tos about Trinbagonian cuisine. I'm Kezzy, and with me as always is Chef Jason. And today, Chef is gonna teach us all the cool knife skills that he knows. Every cut and chop that we home cooks need to learn. So let's get started.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay, Kez. Today I'm going to put you on the cutting edge.
Thank you, Chef.
Of course, knife cuts. Very important when cooking at home. It's easy for us to fabricate our ingredients to make life easy. We all love to cook, but obviously cutting up garlic, onion, celery, chive, shadow benny, you name it, no one wants to do that. So I'm here to debunk some of the little methods, make life easy.
Please.
And hopefully everyone out there, you learn something and pick it up and put it into good practice. First and foremost,
Yes.
we're going to talk about your knife.
That's a big knife, Chef.
Exactly. We have our boards. Big boards also. You want to make sure that when cutting, you want to put your knife down on your board. It should be a secure surface area.
Okay.
I have my boards. I have a wet towel underneath it. You could use a wet J cloth. And this helps to stabilize the surface.
So it doesn't slip.
Correct. Because
Okay.
sometimes you're cutting and the knife going east and you going west.
All right, okay, good.
We're not DJing here. We're not spinning. Yeah. Safety first.
Safety first.
So we have our knife on our boards. Speaking about our knife, knives come in different sizes. My first knife when I was in culinary school was 13 inches.
13 inches.
Really big. And I couldn't handle it. It was very obzocky and clunky. So I find one that works for me very well. Knives range from 6.5 inches to 7 inches up to 8 inches. I'm happy with about 7.5 to 8 inches.
Okay.
All right, so this is what I have here right now. And you don't want it to be too cumbersome in your hand. You want to make sure that it fits your palm very well.
Okay.
And you could maneuver with it.
So the grip.
The grip is everything. Speaking about the knife, you have your tip, you have your handle, the heel of the knife, and the tang. Tang is here.
Okay.
Forged knife, very important.
What does that mean?
Well, the knife and the handle is one piece.
Okay.
Very important. Sometimes you have the handle, which is a separate piece, and the knife, separate piece, and then it's shaking on you and wobbling.
When it gets loose.
Correct. The rivets come out, and so you want to make sure that your knife and handle is one piece.
Cool.
All right. And when we're dealing with the knife itself, we want to ensure that it is sharp. And this is what we use to sharpen our knife. It's called a steel or
A file. I know it is a file.
In Trinbagonian, we call it as a file, but we also know it as a steel, and it has a guard here.
Okay.
And this guard is what you put your fingers behind,
Right.
so that when sharpening the knife, it does not nick your finger like that.
Ah, okay.
Right?
Smart.
For novices or people who are learning, I always suggest that you put the steel down like that.
Right.
You hold it with your hand and place the knife at 90 degrees.
Okay.
Half of 90 degrees is 45,
Right.
so that would be like that. Half of 45 will be 22 degrees.
Okay.
And at that point, you hold it at a slant
Right.
and you pass it back and forth on the
Ooh.
blade of the knife so that we maintain the edge. You don't just decide to sharpen a knife one day after it gets dull. You always pass your knife on the steel before and after use.
Okay, so how many times are we passing this on our
Pretty
file?
much, I like to go with about 12 times.
12
Alright,
times.
so that's just my lucky number. Just a few times, 6 to 12 times works well.
Got it.
Back and forth. Then you put the file down and you're good to go.
Nice.
And we maintain the edge just like that. Very
Okay.
important, okay? So that's pretty much for our knife use, the preparation of our knives and our boards. Let's get to the cutting.
Okay.
Alright, Kez, first things first, onions.
Yes.
I love them. They don't love us. Why?
They always make us cry.
So
Why
I
do
ha-
they make us cry,
I have
Chef?
a way to prevent that.
Ooh, you do?
Onions grow in the dirt, so they draw a lot of sulfur from the dirt itself.
Right.
So when we cut them, sulfuric compounds come into the atmosphere, they make us cry. So to prevent that, onions have layers. So what we want to do first and foremost is just take the top off the onion. So we get rid of that.
Right.
All right? We want to lay it flat, very safe.
So we don't take this other part
No,
off?
we don't take this off.
Okay.
By stabilizing the onion like that, it's kind of roll on you.
Okay.
You want to take the heel of the knife and you want to cut through the root. Just like that.
Right.
So you end up with halves.
Got it.
So what I need you guys to follow me with is you want to peel the onion skin off just like that.
Okay.
Now, as mentioned, onions have layers. So as you can see, the root helps keep everything together. Sometimes the first thing we do is cut this off and the top off, and then the onions float
All
all
the
over
way
the
all
place, and
over.
then that's problems. And then that breaks the layers, and then sulfur comes into the atmosphere. We don't want that. So I have my half of onion right here. What I want to do first and foremost is show you a very simplistic dice.
Okay.
So what I want to do is take my palm of
Yes.
my hand and stabilize the product. Your
Right.
hand is very important when stabilizing anything that you cut.
Okay.
You put your thumb down, your baby finger down, and you stabilize the back of the product. That is the onion.
Okay.
Put my index finger,
Right.
my marriage finger,
Right.
stabilize the middle part of the onion. And then my middle finger, which is the starboy finger, I crouch it. Why I want to crouch it is I put the knuckle out like that so I could glide it.
Ah,
The
so
blade.
it's right there.
It's very important when you glide the blade against your knuckle. If you keep
Okay.
it straight, you could damage your nail bed, and you don't want that.
Okay.
So always push the knuckle out on your middle finger. So check this out. If I were to cut, I would do this. And I do simplistic juliennes. Now, as I cut, you realize that my finger gets into the way.
Yes.
So what we want to do is regress. That is pull back our middle finger gently as I cut, keeping the other fingers
Boom.
firm. And then you have these beautiful cuts. At this point in time, you press the onion down like that and you just continue. And you get these beautiful little juliennes. These are excellent when you're doing stir fries. They work well. You put them to thicken sauces.
Nice.
You make it curries or stews, you saute it up nicely inside it. That,
Okay.
ladies and gents, is known as juliennes. Now,
And about my dice.
about your dice, very simplistic. I'll place our palm down again.
Okay.
And then we're going to take my knife and I'm going to put it halfway through, like that.
Right.
And I just want to cut more or less through 85% of the onion. I'm not going through to the root.
Okay.
If I go through the root, I'm going to destroy the layers.
So you're just about to the back.
I
Okay.
just stopped right there,
Got it.
right? Pull out again, and then we go in. Make another incision. It's very important to pull out. And then we go again. So we did 3 across.
Okay.
And then what I want to do now is take the first inch of the knife, that is the tip of the knife, and I want to just put it in. And then come down just like that. Not going in all the way. Again, respecting the onion and the integrity and keeping it together. We're just cutting it almost to about 85% throughout. Again,
Okay.
not cutting the root.
Okay.
3 across horizontally.
Yes.
And then about 4 down vertically.
Okay.
Make sense?
So, chef, for us at home, we will hold the onion to ourselves.
Correct. If I was doing it, I would have done it like this.
Right.
But just to favor the camera right now and show everyone out there, this is what I'm doing.
Okay.
All right, so then I come down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you realize I'm
Pulling back.
I'm still using my fingers and pulling back in that claw method and crouching it. You all see the action there?
Yeah.
So what happens is that we end up with these beautiful little dice that is excellent for putting inside of things like sauces, omelets, maybe on top of hot dogs
Okay.
or relishes or
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. Very simplistic dice. And Kezzianne, I realize that you are not crying at this point in
I'm
time.
not. No tears.
So you want to bring all these dice here. So again, to recap, our juliennes and our fine dice. Very
And
simple.
no tears.
No taste thus far. Garlic. Garlic, very popular in any type of cuisine. We use it. You want to just break it down in half like that. And then you want to pick out the cloves. All right? So help me pick out some of these cloves.
Got it.
So by doing that now, ladies and gents, we get these individual cloves. And what I want to do is just apply a little pressure and smash it. Just use the blade of the knife, just like that. And at this point in time, the skin comes out.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. As you all see, live and direct, it comes out. What is left on it is actually just the head.
Yeah.
So what you do is just, you want to take the tip of the knife, just cut it off, just
Okay.
like that. At this point, when we do that, our cloves come out naturally.
Yes.
Just a little pressure on the skin.
Okay.
What we're going to do now is show you how to mince garlic. You want to cut the garlic cloves in slivers. So, nice thin pieces. When they are flat and thin, they lie on the board. And as you would realize, Kez, the same method of crouching my finger is employed here. And I'm regressing my middle finger as I move the knife toward it, as you can see. Very simplistic. Now, when I take this now and I cut these garlics up, I'm going to then apply something called rock chopping.
Rock chopping.
That's when I move the knife back and forth like that and I mince it up. People out there will be familiar with this method because this is employed a lot at home when sauteing garlic. So you cut it up just like that. You gotta be very careful when doing this though, because the smaller you cut garlic, it burns in oil.
Okay.
So the smaller it's cut, you gotta make sure that you watch the integrity of the garlic because the sugar in garlic burns very quickly. However, if I were to take maybe a clove of garlic and cut it in half, and just put it in the oil with last, just lightly
while.
perfume the oil,
Okay.
it won't burn. But it is more susceptible because it's more surface area that is available to burn.
Got it.
All right. So, Kez, I've done 3 cuts here already. I've done my minced garlic, my fine dice of onions, and my julienne of onions.
Okay.
I want to get you involved. We're going to start to do some cuts on carrots.
Nice.
And I think you could handle this one.
I hope so.
Very simplistic. Let me just show everyone this. It's called an oblong cut.
Oblong cut.
And again, I'm showing everyone from this angle. If I was doing it, I would have done it from this angle.
Right.
So what I want to do is just cut this at a bias, that is on a slant. So I do one cut, and then I turn the carrot like that. And then I do another cut like that. So you end up with these called triangles. And then I turn the carrot again. And I do another cut. And then I turn the carrot again. I do another cut. It's pretty straightforward and simple. Check that out. And these are great when roasting vegetables. You put them inside with the onions and garlic when roasting chicken. You put them in stir fries also.
Okay.
They're nice and chunky. And they make a good visual presentation. You want to try this?
Please.
All right, so come on to the side. And remember.
Okay, grip. So we're under here, we're over here.
Correct.
Correct?
And that's how you grip it. Perfect.
Okay.
Right.
And so we're like this.
Correct.
And we're
the cut's
going
not
down.
Correct.
Rocking.
Right, then you get that out of the
then
way.
we're turning.
And then you turn the carrot. Beautiful.
And then we're rocking again.
Correct. So it's turning and rocking. It's almost like if you're in a soca
Easy.
fete.
No, we are not in a soca fete.
Not in a
chef.
soca fete. It is be turning and rocking and fete, you know.
So we just turn and rock, turn and rock.
So this is called again the oblong cut of carrots. You could then apply this to doing similar shaped vegetables such as zucchinis and eggplant, and it works very well for roasting.
I think I did a
So you
good
did an
job.
exceptional job.
Thank you.
So at this point now we put these here. So we have our oblong cuts
Yeah.
and our garlic and onions, and I want to show you juliennes.
Julienne.
So let me go back across there. Juliennes, very simple.
What's
Like-
a julienne, chef?
Julienne is a nice thin long matchstick.
Okay.
Use it a lot in like Chinese cooking. Use it a lot also in French cuisine.
Yeah.
Sauteing with string beans and so forth. You would see the cut. So what I
Okay.
want to do is measure about 2 inches, and I cut through carrot. I put this back. At this point in time, I put the carrot to stand up,
Okay.
and I cut a plank off. Again, safety is everything, Kezzy.
So we crouched again on top of the carrot.
Correct. So our onion, so our carrot is nice and flat right now. Then we come down in half. And again, I'm putting my hand on top to just apply a little bit of pressure to go through the carrot.
Okay.
And then I lay this flat piece down just like that. At this point in time, we're going to make planks. Check it out. Plank 1, plank 2, plank 3, plank 4, plank 5. Let's work with that for now. And we have these beautiful planks. At this point in time, I come down in about 1/8 of an inch,
Yeah.
and I do these beautiful little strips.
Rocking motion again.
Correct. See that? So beautiful and precise. And this is very
Very
important.
neat.
Like if you're working in a restaurant, you want to get these cuts down perfectly because this is what people pay for when they come to a fancy restaurant. They pay for that labor of love.
Okay.
And that attraction, that visual attraction. Come down again. And Kez, at this point in time, when you have these juliennes, it's so simple that you could then piece them together like that. Line them up. And if you do that, you then come down. And you
For a
do-
dice.
Correct. See, she's picking up. And imagine if you apply this concept to something such as red peppers, yellow peppers, green peppers, you get the most beautiful salsa. Because check that out.
And it's also even and neat.
It's all even and eats. So imagine you're doing a fried rice at home.
Yeah.
You saute these up and you put it inside there. People comment and say, wow, this is the sexiest fried rice I've ever seen. But that's no. But you think it's funny, but the thing about it is that the more beautiful food looks, the more alluring it becomes, and the more we'll pay for it.
Presentation is
Presentation
important.
is everything. I have a friend who told me that presentation is everything.
I agree.
He's actually from Chaguanas. I don't know if he meant the school, but
Shout out to presentation.
shout out to
Chaguanas.
presentation. All right. So again, we have those great cuts there. Kez, I think you could handle this one here. I want you to do some chopping of chives for me.
It's a very familiar ingredient for a chef.
Very simple. It's just like this. Come down again, crouching, middle
Yes.
finger out,
Yes.
and watch at my middle finger as I cut. I'm pulling it back, ladies and gents. I'm regressing it as I cut.
Okay.
So this is chopped chives. So you want to try that with me?
I would like to.
Right, beautiful. So,
You
bring
know,
this
I'm a
across.
lefty.
I know, and she's not too right.
Chef. Okay.
Go ahead.
So we
let's do
have our
this.
fingers on,
They're beautiful.
right? And then we're just rocking and going.
Correct. And you want to make sure you cut all the way through. Kez, stop 1 second.
Ooh.
So what's going on here is that we have what you call the harmonica cut, where they kind of lynching onto each other.
Yeah.
We don't want that. That's unfavorable.
Okay, so I gotta go straight
You
down.
gotta go straight down.
Like there.
Beautiful. So you're going to a nice stroke. Beautiful. Beautiful.
A nice stroke, chef.
Nice strokes. Strokes are everything. And yeah, strokes are everything. All right. So you want to do it a little smaller though.
Okay.
Because this works well for
Right.
like maybe things like fried rice. But if at a gourmet restaurant, then they want it more finer, you got to make sure you do it thinner.
Okay.
So you want to endeavor that for me, and maybe a little thinner for me.
Let's try again.
All right.
So here, how thin?
A little thinner than that.
Like there?
Beautiful. All right.
Is that better?
You did a great job.
I try.
All right. So see how things are coming together.
Yes.
I want to show you one last cut. Let me
Sure.
go back on that side.
Please do.
And this is called chiffonade.
Chiffonade.
Chiffonade is very thin ribbons. It's very prevalent when making like salads.
So we're using leafy greens.
Leafy greens. You could do it with basil. You could also try it with lettuce as we're doing here.
Yeah.
But anything that is leafy. What you
Okay.
want to do is roll the product up tightly, almost like a cigar.
Okay.
And again, employing the same method with your fingers, and you want to cut it into thin ribbons. And here in Trinidad and Tobago, we could apply this to so many different greens that we have. Things such as shadow benny, Spanish thyme, works very well also. So as we do that, because as you would see what we yielded here, we yielded these beautiful little thin ribbons. Look at that.
Nice.
And this is great for garnishing, for presentation. Use it in salads. It's nice and delicate. It's refreshing. It's light. So that when we're eating the salads, apart from just putting it in big greens, pieces
Like
like
that,
that,
yeah.
which could be quite clunky, we do something with it and build on the presentation.
You make it look so easy.
It is easy, Kez. So I want you to try that cut, but I want you to do it with shadow benny for me.
Shadow benny.
Shadow benny. And we learned how to spell shadow benny, right?
Yes, we're experts now.
Everyone commented on the video and they said it's Chadonbeni. So, chiffonade those beautiful shards.
So
of
chef, I don't
shadow
need to roll this because these are already rolled up pretty
benny.
much.
They're pretty much thin.
We're like this and we're going for slim cuts.
Thin, nice little ribbons.
Okay.
Beautiful. Now this will be excellent for maybe seasoning meats. You put it inside to finish curries. And you know, pretty much like when you do chives for like Chinese cuisine, they would sprinkle those chives on top at the
Yeah.
end to finish it off.
Yeah.
This is something that you could also employ with shadow benny when maybe doing like Indian-based dishes. Works very well inside there.
How are we
You
looking?
did a great job also.
We're
And
learning,
obviously-
we're learning.
And obviously when you come down to the end, it's going to get more ribbon
Wider.
wide and wider. So let me put these on the side. So nevertheless, I think we did a great job with all these little cuts that we did here. We have our shadow benny. Our
We did
carrots.
quite a lot.
We did our oblong carrots, our julienne onions, our fine diced onions, our minced garlic, our fine diced carrots, our chiffonade lettuce, and our chopped chives. Good job.
So thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, with all this fun, please be safe in the kitchen with your knives.
The more you practice this, it's more it's going to become second nature, and it's going to make prep easy for you guys at home. So keep at it and don't give up.
Yeah, and if you home cooks like me learned anything new today, please be sure to comment below and let us know what new knife cut did you learn.
By all means, yes.
Yeah, until next time, guys.
Bye, guys.